Read, don't assume. Now today's exchange just happened like a couple hours ago, so it's still fresh in my mind and I'm still kind of just like about it, but that's all right. We'll deal with it. Valuable learning lesson here, and something that I would be lying if I said like everybody I deal with does this, but I do see little instances of it in people, and it definitely exists out there. If I'm being totally honest, yes, I've fallen into this trap before where you start to skim things, and skimming is just not any good. And especially if you're thinking, or maybe you're in the process of trying to learn how to trade, trying to better yourself as a trader. I say that because there's real money involved here. I mean, some things are, whether you look at it a hobby or a passion or whatever, which trading can be looked at, those things, it's not like you're gonna lose money. You may lose money if, I don't know, if you're like arts and crafts and you buy a few little things here or there and you don't do it right, but you know what I mean. In trading, things can get nasty, or if you don't know what I mean, I'm telling you right now, things can get very nasty. So to set up a little context here, I got this message from the person and they were asking me, hey, what platform are you using? And many different variations of the question, and I kept referring them to a link on my site where I list everything that I use. I call it the resource page because it's all the resources that not only I use, but other ones that you might find helpful. And I kept linking this person to the page. I mean, in my mind, we got to meet halfway. I'm busy. I get lots of requests. I do more than just, trade. I have real estate investing and other things. So I'm a very busy person, and I want to try to make things as efficient as possible. So I've kind of done my part. I've spent the time on the resource page. And for other people, all I ask from you as a watcher, or from this person, is, hey, meet me halfway. I've put it together, so you come the other direction and just read through it. Read through it. And let's meet in the middle, and it's a win-win for everybody. But let's just get to this exchange. As a point of context, this person had already been asking this question in a variety of ways, but I liked it from this point forward just because the question is very black and white at that point. But they're asking, which platform do you use? Like I've told you, I linked them to the resource page. Please, need name of the platform. DAS Trader is very expensive, $150 per month. I need a platform similar to yours to continue practicing. And again, I've sent this person the link multiple times because this part is where, I guess a little frustration starts to show, but it's the blunt truth too. Listen, I am very busy and I'm not going to help someone who is not willing to help themselves. All the information is at the link. If you refuse to read it, what am I supposed to do? Hopefully you're kind of starting to see the problem. You're thinking, what the heck, why does he keep asking the same question over and over again? I agree. They keep asking it over and over again. I'm sending them the link. I'm telling them, hey, you need to read it. If you're not willing to read it, then what's going on? And this will all make sense at the end, but let's just keep plowing through. Now, in the spirit of keeping this video somewhat short, we're not going to go through everything, but point being, person still is asking the same thing over and over again, to which I've replied, I've answered your questions. You need to put in an effort though and actually click and read the links. To which they reply, I've read it, okay? But it does not say which platform you use. This is where I want to focus on the word effort. And it does a beautiful job of kind of illustrating in a real world example the saying, which is one of my favorites, practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Meaning, if you're, putting in effort, if you're doing something, and you're just boom, 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 but it's wrong, then it doesn't matter. If you're putting in effort, then it's got to be the proper effort. You need to put in effort the right way, which may sound bizarre, but yeah, as you're going to see, as I'm going to prove to you here in a little bit, there is bad effort. There's effort with holes in it. Maybe you don't need any proof of that, or because you kind of understand what I'm getting at here. But just because you're putting in effort, yeah, this person's trying to learn. Yes, this person's trying to figure out how to trade. They want to find a simulator platform. They want to find, just a couple nooks and crannies. They're asking questions they want to learn. So yeah, that is effort. But just because you're putting in effort doesn't mean that it's necessarily good effort. Doesn't mean it's necessarily doing things how you should. Going back to the whole assuming thing. So keep that in mind as we finish out this exchange. So at this point, enough is enough. And I literally take a screenshot of the section where I'm talking about this, and I paste it right to the person within our chatting software. So you can see the image up there, which is my reply. And then this person replies back, Lightspeed is no platform. It's a broker. So here they are. They just tell me that, no, Lightspeed's a broker. It's not a platform. And here is the image that I blew up to them. I have not changed it. It's just bigger so that you can see. And I want to make note, this is at the top of the page. If this was at the very, very, very bottom of the resource page, then I get it. All right, I'm not going to have someone read through 15 minutes of stuff to figure out one little thing. But this is literally at the top of the page. And I'll put the link, in the description, and you can check out the page yourself. But here is the part where it's actually bolded, Lightspeed Trading. This is the broker I personally use. Next sentence. I use their direct access platform. So here's where skimming and assuming is just bad effort. This person, yeah, they put in an effort. They did read, really they skimmed, but they stopped reading right after the bullet part, and all they had to do was literally read like 7 more words, and they would have figured out, oh wait, Lightspeed is not only a broker, they have a platform attached to it. There we go. Question answered. But this person's refusal to put in the proper type of effort to do more than just assume and skim. They saw the bold part, they skimmed, all right, well, Lightspeed's just a broker. Where's this whole platform at? I mean, it was literally like said in the next 7 words, as you saw. So I'm not saying you're taking things this drastic, but these people are out there. I'm not gonna say I witnessed it and come across it on a day-to-day basis, but it's not shocking when it happens. And with the amount that it does happen, my guess is that you're probably doing some sort of form of it. Like I said, I'm fully guilty of skimming, making some false assumptions and other things. And yeah, that's just that's not the proper effort. Just read through things. Don't assume. Don't scan and, okay, well, just give me the Cliff Notes version. That's not how this works. Trading is a game. Trading is a business of extreme effort. And you have to pay attention to details. As I've said in past videos, all it takes is a few faulty little assumptions, faulty little things in your strategy. And sure, they're just little holes here, and there. But over time, enough little small holes are going to add up to not necessarily sink your ship, but cause you a whole lot of headaches and maybe just cause you to kind of just, why can't I ever get any sort of consistency? So I'm not going to say it'll cause you to lose money, but maybe stay at break even at best. So put in the right type of effort, and the right type of effort all starts with not skimming and not assuming. Read, because who knows? Maybe the answer is just like the next sentence away.